So you just got your Cricut, but what's the first step? Obviously, we need to take it out of the box. But beyond that, we need to make sure we're getting the right systems in place so that we can use the actual software we need to make our designs. The software that you're gonna need is called Cricut Design Space. This is an absolutely free software. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how you can download Cricut Design Space to your actual physical computer. And while you can get the app for iOS, I'm not gonna be going through that on this specific video, but if you would like something like that, just let me know in the comments. So if this is you, let's get started from step 1, which is downloading Cricut Design Space, and then we'll go from there. So as far as downloading Cricut Design Space, the first thing you're gonna do is just go to Cricut Design Space, whether it is Google or you're using Firefox or whatever it might be. You'll see kind of all these different options, and I'm just gonna select Cricut Desktop Download. It's all gonna kind of bring you to the same space, which is Cricut Design Space up here, and then design.cricut.com. Once you select that, you'll select the machine you're going to use. This is just going to give you further instructions as you upload kind of what machine you're working with on the actual software. It is not a huge deal if you accidentally select the wrong thing because you can always change that in the back end. So I'm going to agree and download. It's going to work up here, and it's going to be starting to download up here, and you'll see that progress. I'm using a Mac for this instance, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you how it would work with a specifically Mac computer. You'll take this Cricut Design Space, and then you're just gonna drag and drop into the applications. You can see that because I already have one, this is kind of that second one if you wanted to keep both, but I'm going to stop because I don't necessarily need both. Once it does that, it's going to kind of work on the back end, ask you if you would like to open the application, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you what it's going to look like once it's done doing all of that. So you'll open up the actual Cricut Design Space, and you'll see that you probably won't have a profile made, so you're going to need to make one of those. This is a cloud-based system, so whether you're working on your phone or a computer, or maybe you just downloaded Cricut Design Space on somebody else's computer to be able to access your projects, you can do that as well. I've done that multiple times. If there's something that I've created that I want to print on somebody else's Cricut. So you'll see here kind of just more information in my account and what that looks like. It will bring you to an actual web browser for the actual online portion of this. Just going to skip through that, and then you'll see kind of more information. You'll see order history, which I've ordered all my Cricuts through Michael's. I've never bought one from actual Cricut, and I've never ordered anything from the shop here. Subscription, I do not pay for the subscription, and we'll go in a little more detail that you definitely don't need it in order to be able to have access to making different things. If I did have it, I would have a payment set up here. Digital content is stuff that's just added in. It's honestly, I've never even looked at this page, so not something you're going to really look at. Register products are all the Cricuts that you have, and then their serial numbers. And then when you actually registered it, and then if you're the primary user, I set this up for a work. And so I'm not the primary user, and I just registered it under my name because we use my login for that. And then email preferences, just like I said, kind of for other information, kind of decides on what you want informationally. You'll need an actual profile if you want access to the Cricut Design Space, but it's only beneficial towards you. You'll have notifications up here, which are great when it tells you, which I don't have any at the moment. It'll tell you if you need an upgrade to your software. So you're wondering when you need to upgrade it. It'll tell you that your software needs to be updated in order for your projects to be cutting correctly. This right here, you can see the two that I have connected to this computer. If I wanted to add another one, you'll see that here, but we'll go over that in the settings a little bit later. And then if you had any help questions, you could do that here. So that's really kind of just those up buttons and actually getting started in Cricut Design Space, but just wanted to give you these very, very, very brief 30,000 foot view on how to download Cricut Design Space. And in the next videos, we'll be going through kind of more of these toolbars and what the functions are, settings, how to upload and get different firmware or different machines uploaded to your Cricut Design Space. And we'll kind of go side in depth throughout this series. And if you have any questions, please leave some comments and I will make sure to read through those so that we can make sure that you guys are all ready to go and anything you need to do for your Cricut.